Good morning. I'm Katie. That's Fluffy Dog sitting in the shade by the Jeep, and we are just outside of Jackson, Wyoming. We spent the night at this great little campsite last night, and we have a lovely view of Mount Moran in the background. I have the Jeep all packed up, and we are getting ready to hit the road. We are headed to Idaho today. We're gonna meander over there through Yellowstone National Park and find some place to camp tonight. That's as far as my plans go so far. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump from our camping area to the entrance of Grand Teton National Park, and we will go through Grand Teton to get to Yellowstone, and I hope I chose the correct lane. I may not have chosen wisely. Crap, the right lane's going faster. Yeah, I should have gone in there. I should have gone in the far right lane. Oh well. Oh, no, we're moving. We're ahead of the right lane.
Hi there, welcome to Grand Teton. Awesome. Do you need a map today?
No.
All right, have a good one.
So we are entering Grand Teton National Park through the Moran entrance, and we will drive up this road to Yellowstone and take however many hours it takes to drive through Yellowstone to get to Idaho. My original plan was to kind of turn off this road and take what's called the Ashton Flag Ranch Road, which takes you directly to Ashton, Idaho on a lovely backcountry dirt road. But there's too much snow on it, so the road is not open yet for the year. So we will drive through Yellowstone, which is a-okay with me since I actually really just love Yellowstone, even just driving through it and seeing sights from the car. We can't get out of the car and do a whole lot because I have Fluffy Dog, and Yellowstone is not dog friendly, but that's okay. We will still see plenty and have a lovely drive through Yellowstone. That was a smooth entrance, which is fantastic. A lot of people don't know that you could use the right lane, because there's a sign there that says boats must use the right lane because they have to go through boat inspection. But a lot of people don't realize that other people can use that lane besides just boats. So, yay for us. It's a little bit breezy out today, but Fluffy's allowed to go walk to the falls. They're just along the side of the road. Lewis Falls originates from Lewis Lake, and it's a little choppy out on Lewis Lake today. If it weren't so breezy, that would be a really great place for a picnic, but it's a little windy. The water is very choppy, and it's a little chilly walking down on the lake shore. So we will carry on. Oh Lord, we may have made a mistake coming to Old Faithful. I was like, oh yeah, well, go check out Old Faithful. I have never seen such crowds here. This is insane. I don't know if we're gonna find parking. Nope. I thought I saw a parking spot. It was not. Well, this may end up being a trip to the Old Faithful parking lot. Well, all we can do is go round and round and see if we can find a spot. We are at a standstill in the parking lot. This is crazy. In the decades of coming to Yellowstone, I have never not been able to just pull up to Old Faithful and find a parking spot. Sometimes it's kind of far away, but it was easy to find. And now I am at a standstill in the parking lot. I don't know why cars aren't moving at all. Absolute insanity is what this is. I think this is going to be a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to check out behind the lodge. I'm taking it. There's a parking spot by the lodges. It doesn't look like it's assigned to anyone. I'm taking it. That was crazy. There's a bison right in front of us. I'm going to see if I can get him on camera. He's partially behind a tree, but and Fluffy has noticed him, so we can't get out of the car just yet. And I want to make sure he doesn't have any friends hanging around. That is a big fella. Let me see if I can zoom in on him. Oh, he just laid down. There he is. Kind of looks like a lump of rock. All right, we have made it past the lodge. Now, to make it across that parking lot. Usually they have the times of when the geyser is going to go off posted somewhere, but I haven't run into them yet, a posting of the time, but people are definitely lining up, so it could be soon. I found the sign. 3:14 p.m. It is currently 2:55, so I think we can chill out for a minute and wait for the geyser to go off. Well, with Fluffy Dog, we can't exactly get front row seats, but we can get pretty close. This is about as close as doggies are allowed to get to the geyser area. And now we're just gonna chill out and wait. Old Faithful was early and was not a very spectacular eruption compared to ones I've seen in the past, but well, there you go. Mother Nature doesn't always do what you want her to do. Come on, this way. So we are headed back for the car and I'm gonna carry on. Getting out of here is not going to be a quick process. It's very crowded. We're crawling again. That's okay. Once we get out on the road, it'll be much better. And Good luck coming to Old Faithful in the future. Holy moly. What you cannot see is Grand Prismatic to your left. It is a beautiful spring. But Fluffy is not allowed there. Once upon a time, this was one of my favorite spots in Yellowstone. Unfortunately, it's changed a lot. This is the Firehole River, and there was a spot, I think in that clump of trees there, where we used to go and have picnics and swim in the Firehole River. This was 40 some odd years ago. There's a tree back there that every time we came to Yellowstone, our family took a picture at that tree. We call it Picture Tree. It's actually still standing, and I would walk out there, but I've got Fluffy and he can't walk that far off the roadway. But you used to be able to drive right up to the Firehole River and have a picnic amongst the bison, because there were almost always large bison herds in this area. But they have closed off that access. And it's probably good, because people shouldn't be picnicking right on the Firehole River. But it was a wonderful, wonderful experience when we were kids, and it is no more. Well, that was a quick jaunt through the park that took several hours, but we are headed to the west entrance, and hopefully we'll have enough daylight left to find a camping spot outside of the park. We'll see what we can find. We have found our campsite for the night, and it is in a gorgeous location. That is Lake Hebgen, something behind me, and we are on BLM land. And this is going to be a wonderful place to wake up in the morning. It is just beautiful. So I think we picked a good spot for tonight. Now it's time to get some dinner made and make plans for tomorrow. I still bring entirely too much stuff, but I have a plan. At some point, I'm going to get some roof racks, and I'm going to put a raised bed in the back of the Jeep so I can put stuff under the bed. I have a little storage right now because I have a floor level little platform that I threw together really fast. So I have a little bit of storage, but I need a lot more storage. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a hatch of something happening right there. See all those little buggies flying around? I've got my thermocell fired up. They don't seem to be biting, but I'm sure with all these little buggies hatching that mosquitoes are probably not far behind. I've decided to be kind of lazy about supper. I'm just going to make a sandwich. Easy peasy, and I don't have to cook anything. Of course, Fluffy's got to have his ham. Good boy. A little bit of cheese. Tomatoes. Well, I guess I could have used some more tomato. That's okay. It'll be for tomorrow's sandwich. Some onions. I like onions. Pickles. Some hot banana peppers. like a little bit of spiciness. My delicious and easy camp dinner. And we're gonna eat it right here in kind of the shelter of the Jeep because my thermocell is keeping all the bugs away. And I think there's like a wall of bugs around and I haven't been bothered at all. Of course, I also have permethrin on my clothes, but the thermocell does a really good job. I mean, they're just flying everywhere. So I'm gonna have my dinner and then get ready for bed and make some sort of plan for tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the morning. Are you very dirty? Did you run around and stick your face in things that are very dirty? You did. I've got the camp all packed up. It's looking a little bit overcast today. I have no plan. I have a little bit of a plan. We stopped by the boat inspection place and got my kayak inspected. It's a brand new kayak, so they didn't actually have to look at it. But we also just stopped by this little place and got a invasive species fund sticker, which we need. So we are all set to get the kayak set up and on the water, which probably isn't going to happen today, but we're ready. And so now we are off to Ashton and we're going to stop by the Frostop. We have made it to Ashton and the Frostop drive-in, and I'm very much looking forward to my Huckleberry shake and my cheeseburger and tater tots. Kind of starving this sort of morning. It is absolutely hopping at the drive-in today, as usual. It's a very busy little place in the very small little town of Ashton, Idaho. The Huckleberry Milkshakes are the bomb. So good. They have chunks of huckleberries in here. So delicious. We have our delicious cheeseburger and tater tots that are hot out of the fryer. Hot. And very important, fry sauce. I have been driving all over the place looking for someplace to camp. Checking my maps, looking for good areas and kind of coming up short. And I was kind of going to give up on the area that I'm in right now. And I drove by this little pond and was like, wait a minute, is that public land? Is that national forest? And it is. And I'm pretty pleased about this. Looks like it's pretty shallow. But I'm wondering if it's deep enough to try out the kayak. I would like to try Fluffy in the kayak for the first time in water that he can stand in and not be afraid of, and it's very still. And this fits the bill. Let's get this kayak set up. We are setting it up right next to the Jeep because it's shady over here and it is so hot out. So we're going to set up by the Jeep and then take it out to the water. I'm probably going to regret that because it's kind of heavy, but we'll see. So we got to get it out of the bag. It has never been out of the bag. This is a Sea Eagle kayak. It's the 370, I think. Yeah. And out of the plastic bag it came in. It does not come fully assembled. I have to put the little valves on. The tricky part is getting this valve ring cover over this, and I might not end up doing it. Theoretically, this fits on here. Okay, we're gonna kibosh that plan. It's not vital that those go on there, so we are just going to screw this on. Hopefully keep that out of the way a little bit. Next, we start by pumping up the floor. And it comes with a foot pump. Let's get this ready to go. We're going to be doing this for a while. That's very whistly sounding. The boat's inflated, and that was actually pretty easy. And it only took like 10, 15 minutes. So, and the way we know it's inflated enough is they have this little plastic inflation monitor. Just a little piece of plastic, and you compare it to the markings that are on the boat. I'll show you. It's the side tubes. You really have to make sure they're inflated correctly. And so you have your little piece of plastic and you just lay it up against there and make sure those lines basically line up and good to go. I got the deluxe seats. Not sure what's happening. Inflatable things are inside. The seat is inflated, and now we put it toward the rear of the boat. I just got to figure out which side's the bow and which side's the stern. Time to put the paddle together. It comes with 2 paddles, but I only need one because it's me and Fluffy. And he's not very good at paddling. All right. Easy peasy. And now I'm going to get something to protect the boat from Fluffy's claws. Hopefully this will be thick enough. It's just a 1/8 inch foam pad. Boat is all ready to go. Are you excited, Fluffy? Are you excited about this? You don't know what's coming. Let's hope this doesn't end up with us getting drenched. Hey, buddy. We are all set up and ready to go. I am concerned that this pond may be a little too shallow, but we'll see. I am not above bribery for Fluffy Dog, so we have bacon strips to encourage him to get into the boat. Come on, bud. Here they go. Hop in. Hop in. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Oh, Mom's gonna get in with you. Probably facing the other direction would be better. Good boy. You want to turn around? Here, you can turn around. You turn around. There you go. There you go. Get your cookies. This is not exactly the ideal kayaking position, but it's gonna get us there. How's that working out for you, Fluffy? Good boy. There we go. Okay, you can get out now. It's time to get out. You can get out of the boat now. Survived. You did a good job. You can stay in the boat? It's time to get out of the boat. Good boy. There you go. Here, I'll bring you closer. There you go. Okay, hop out. Good boy. Well, that was our very quick little trial run of the kayak, and it works really well. I'm surprised. I thought it would be kind of cumbersome and bulky and hard to steer and stuff, but no, it works pretty well. It is the Sea Eagle SE 370, and I got it because it was inexpensive, and I wasn't sure how kayaking would go with little Fluffy Dog. And as it turns out, Fluffy did a great job. Of course, that doesn't mean he's going to do a great job the next time, but we shall see. So, there may be some more expensive boats in his future if this all goes well. Good boy, Fluff. So, the Sea Eagle, great little boat. Not that I have a lot to judge a inflatable kayak by. This would be my very first one. Way more stable than the canoe that I have. Way more stable. And certainly easy enough to paddle. So, fantastic. Well, time to deflate this thing and get it rolled back up so that we can take it to the Big Spring area tomorrow. Oh my goodness, the mosquitoes are so bad. Hopefully they die down soon when the sun goes down. I was going to walk out and do some videography and photography of the beautiful landscape right now with the sun going down, and I can't. I'm trapped in this little area with my thermocell to not get so crazy bitten up by the mosquitoes. My clothes are permethrined. I have picaridin on as well, and I even threw in a little bit of DEET and was still getting munched. So I have to sit here by the thermocell. And that's okay. I'm gonna have some dinner and get stuff ready for tomorrow and a big adventure tomorrow, and then we will see you guys in the morning. We are underway for the day, and we are at Max Inn in Island Park, and have just gotten a shuttle reservation to head up to the put-in for the Henry's Fork, the National Scenic Water Trail portion of it, starting near Big Spring. And we're gonna go boating. We've already dropped off the boat up there, so just got to get in the shuttle and head up there. Are you ready? Ready to go on the boat? With a little encouragement from some bacon strips, Fluffy got into the boat of his own volition. Good boy. Got paddle, got the rope. Good boy. Got the Fluffy dog. Careful. There. Am I sitting on your tail? I am sitting on your tail. There. Here. Oh, your legs. Okay. We are underway. He is standing right in front of the GoPro, so the GoPro cannot record what's happening right now. Look at this water, it's amazingly clear. We're stopping on the water for a little bit right at the beginning to kind of get some space between us and all the other groups of people. A little breezy, which makes stopping not quite so easy since I didn't bring my anchor. But that's okay, we'll just hang here for a minute and let all the people go by. Look how awesome Fluffy is being. He's so awesome. He's like, hey, I'm floating in a kayak. Who knew? Oh, we hit a log. Guess I should have been paying attention to where we're going. That's a log. We are going right by some birdies and he's not even paying attention. I am just enjoying drifting along. This river is very shallow. You have to pay attention to make sure you don't get someplace too shallow because then it's a pain in the butt to get out of it. But I think the trick is to stay near the banks, but not too close to the banks. Then you get into trees, which we're about to, so I gotta stop. What do you think of that, buddy? Is that good? Is that a good time? Just watching the river go by. Still amazingly clear. Is there anything better in life than a fluffy kayak cam? I don't think so. Let's sit and watch Fluffy for a little bit. Those mountains over there, cool. One of them has an observatory on it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a observatory at the top of that mountain. We stopped along the shore for a little bit so that we can have a little lunch break. It is nothing exciting. I picked up some lunch bowls at the local grocery store. And a grandma's chocolate chip cookie. And some Cheez-Its. Love Cheez-Its. I might not eat all of that, but I've got it in case. Hi, buddy. Oh, you want some Lunchables, huh? A piece of ham? Good boy. He just stepped on the Cheez-Its. The water is a lot deeper here. You can see that shelf and it just drops off. It's probably 6-8 feet deep is my guess, about right here. I could be wrong about that though. But still crystal clear. Since we're in a little deeper water, I put the life jacket back on. Early in the river, you could just literally stand up and be fine. Kind of hard to paddle with one hand. But this is so pretty. What a wonderful day. I'm pleased I managed to make this happen. I cannot even tell you how many trout I have seen go by, but I have not managed to get a single one on camera. I'm not fast enough with the camera, but a million of them, and you can see them just swimming down the stream. It's wonderful. Is that a moose? Or a fisherman in the middle of the stream? What is that? Or a log? It's moving, I think. I think it's a moose. It's totally a moose in the middle of the river. So fortunately it's right at a place where there's a little side channel. So we're gonna try to go up the side channel. It looks kind of shallow though, but it will allow us to avoid the moose. Yeah, there she is. Go away, moose. Walk away. Good girl. You just pay no attention to us. I don't think Fluffy even noticed the moose. Successful mission, but he did not notice the moose. Fluffy and I are going to have to work out our seating arrangements because he definitely takes up where my feet should go. We're going to have to figure that out. What do you think of boating, Fluffy? What do you think of doing the kayak? Are you a kayaking dog? You're a good boy. We're starting to enter an area of civilization. Going by boat docks and very nice houses. And Fluffy's gotten tired. taking a nap in the front of the boat. There's still no good place for my foot. Oh, he's watching the people. Fluffy has done such a good job with his kayak trip. He's really pretty good about new stuff and new adventures, but I still wasn't sure how well he would do in a little kayak, and he did great. And I've got to start paddling again because we're getting into the shallows. And Fluffy's taking a nap. Oh, no, you're awake. Oh, good boy. We're nearing the end of the trail. I can see our takeout down the river just a little bit. But this has been wonderful. Just pretty much a lazy day. Only had to paddle hard when the wind came up or if the current was taking me someplace shallow. But wonderful, absolutely fantastic way to spend the day, and such a convenient thing that they have a shuttle that I was able to get this very same day. That in fact, I went up at about 12 and they had a 12:30 shuttle, so that I was able to get on. So that was very convenient. It cost $30-ish for myself and Fluffy Dog. He counts as a person, so I think it's $15 a person. And it's fantastic service. And now we're gonna, once I get back to Max Inn, I'm gonna get some drier clothes on. Oh, I just heard a fish jump back there. And there's so many fish in this river. I'm just looking on either side of the boat and there's so many fish swimming around. But we are gonna go back to Max Inn, and I'm gonna meet my dad there tonight, and we're gonna have dinner because my dad's fishing in the same general area. And we're gonna have some dinner. And then hopefully I can find a good camping spot again. Hope the same one if I can. If not, I've got a couple of options. And just look how incredibly good this puppy dog is. He's such a good boy. He has put up with this so well. Are you a kayak dog now? Are you a kayak dog? Yeah. No biggie. Kayak's no big deal. Could handle that. Good boy. And there's our takeout right down there. We made it. We made it. I almost forgot to show you guys something. Just about a mile up the road from where we put in on the river is a big spring where the stream originates. And it's a big spring. The water is crystal clear. Through the trees you can see the little cabin that somebody used to live in and is now kind of an interpretive site, but it's closed right now. It's kind of getting late in the day, and it's getting a little breezy, but it's a pretty little area and it's well worth a stop on your road trip. And Fluffy is very excited about all the seagulls. They're not as excited about him. Did a little bit of driving around, just a little bit near Big Spring, and found this lovely little campsite in the woods on a little stream. So that's where we're going to camp tonight. And tonight I'm going to be smart enough to set up my mosquito netting because I already see the mosquitoes flying around. And so mosquito netting for the wind tonight. But what a lovely little sight. very happy to have found this just pretty randomly going down the road. So that's where we're going to spend the night. And I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for coming along with us. We have many more adventures to come. So we will see you next time.